Help support AMTV by becoming a patron, an AMTV staff member, and following us over on Twitter.
Hi there guys, it's Adam Martin here, and welcome back to another episode of The Now Review. So this is an album that I've wanted to own and review for a very, very long time. It was released in 2012, and it actually covers one of my personal favourite genres, guilty pleasure for a long time, but it is a great genre, and that is, now that's what I call, 90s dance. So the 90s dance genre was rife with absolute bangers, absolute classics, which you're probably going to see on here. As I say, this was released in 2012, and we have a look at the box here. It's quite underwhelming, actually, considering the genre. I don't know what they could have done, but this just seems a bit bland. And apologies if you see any reflections. Hello, I'm waving. There's my hand, because this is in the old fat box style. That's right. They were still using fat box in 2012. No, that's why I call 90s dance there. Before they moved on to like the flip style. Here is the track list. Try and show you. Everybody's Free, absolute classic. Let Me Be Your Fantasy, The Key, The Secret, Ebenezer Good by the Shaman, excellent track. Free, Show Me Love. Just look at some of these songs on disc 1 and you'll know them from title alone. It's My Life, Dr. Alban, for example. And what else have we got? Things Can Only Get Better. Missing by Everything But the Girl, brilliant song. Finishing with Believe by Cher, which of course, as we all know, was I think the first main example of autotune in the mainstream. But it actually works quite well for that song, and it still gets played today, 20 years later. CD2, you've got Insomnia by Faithless, one of the biggest bangers ever to be released in not just 90s dance, but dance music in general. You've got Choose Life from Trainspotting, of course. Bellissima, Passion, Strings for Yasmin, Let Me Show You. Please Don't Go, brilliant song. Turn Around, Get Down. Good Life, Inner City, right at the start of the 90s, Dreamer. Finishing with Born Slippy by Underworld, again mainly used in Trainspotting, but that is an absolute classic track. Highly recommend you listen to that one. And disc 3, you got Jamiroquai, Olive, CeCe Peniston, Free Power, Boom Boom Boom, Let Me Hear You Say Way-oh, or Way-ho, as that girl says in the old meme. Bombastic by Shaggy, brilliant. Dub Be Good to Me, yes. Things That Make You Go, I like that song. Just look at, there's so many songs here. Finishing with Atomic 98, which I don't think I've actually heard. I wonder if that's any good. It must be if they put it on this album. Same with the Spice Girls, Spice Up Your Life, but a remix. Very interesting. 2012 release, and we're going to open it up. Now with these fat boxes, sometimes the discs go flying, so if that happens, I apologise. There's CD1, again, just a bit of a bland design. Literally just the logo, one colour being a bit like sky blue. That's it. I'll take the booklet out because we'll have a look at that in a second. Oh, I do miss fat box. Actually, no, I don't miss fat boxes. That's a lie. You got sort of pink for disc 2, and then that sort of bluey green to my eyes. Might look different on camera, but just very simple designs, really. Nothing too special. So we'll put that album to one side, and we'll have a look at the booklet. Don't come with booklets no more. Win a mini hi-fi system. Oh my goodness. Just go to nowmusicclub.co.uk/now90sdance for your chance to win. No purchase necessary. Full terms and conditions can be found at www.now. Couldn't do that myself. Well, I'm not going to win a hi-fi system. I'm about 7 years too late. It's not artist information as such. It's information about obviously the companies who published it, the year it came out, all that sort of stuff. I would have wished it was like the mainline series where they do a bit about the artists, in general. That would have been cool. But alas, beggars cannot be choosers. And there is a side view of the logo, and it's sort of creeping back there. That's just a really weird picture that seems very like it was thrown in at the last minute. Oh, what's this? Electrospective, electronic music since 1958. It's got a classic electronic music from the 90s and beyond, and you got some albums there from Daft Punk, there's Inner City, David Guetta, the Trainspotting soundtrack. Okay. And there's a little QR code for you to scan. Please visit the website. Wonder if the website's still going. Never heard of Electrospective, but I do have a penchant for electronic music, so I might have to check that out. Put that to one side. So, this album, what is the verdict? Once again, look at the track list. If you are a massive fan of 90s dance as I am, or just dance music in general, the 90s really was sort of a cultural peak for dance music. That was when it was, I guess, at sort of the height of its powers. And this is an absolute must-own for any lover of dance music. Just the plethora of tracks on there. Is it missing some stuff? Probably. What springs to mind, I don't think Sandstorm's on here by Darude, unless I missed it, but I don't think it is. That's a shame. That was a big hit towards the end of the 90s. There's nothing by the Pet Shop Boys. Now, as you know, I'm a big Pet Shop Boys fan, but the Pet Shop Boys really did pioneer electronic music in the mainstream especially dance music in the late 80s, but they did have a lot of hits in the 90s as well. Where's things like Go West, Can You Forgive Her, Yesterday When I Was Mad, just some of their stuff from like the Very album or the Bilingual album, or even Nightlife, just some Pet Shop Boys would have been good on here. However, where can you get this? Obviously, you can't get it new anymore in shops, so you can't get it in supermarkets, HMV, so you're going secondhand. I got my copy from Music Magpie, the online trading and buying website. I got mine for a couple of quid. I think it was about £4, I want to say. But I have seen this go for a lot higher. There was a point in time, as I say, I wanted this for a long, long time. There was a point looking at this, it was like £10 minimum. I don't know why that was. So to get it for a couple of quid is really great. Music Magpie is a great website to use. It does seem to peak and fluctuate in terms of prices. So if you do want your 90s dance fix, I'd suggest going there. But of course, then you're looking at eBay or just chancing it in things like charity shops or places like CEX. But this is an absolutely fantastic edition. I'm glad I now have it in my collection. I will be listening to many of the songs on repeat, I assure you, or the discs on repeat, should I say. Very happy to own it. And yeah, if you like 90s dance music, if you like 90s music, if you're a child of the 90s like I am, then definitely pick up Now That's What I Call 90s Dance. It's one of the best, and I'm going to say it, one of the best spin-off albums Now has ever done. And in a fat box. But that is all for this instalment of the Now Review. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like on the video, leave your comments down below, let me know if you own Now That's What I Call 90s Dance or if you're planning to get it. Subscribe to the channel if you are brand new, and until the next one, I will see you guys next time.
Thank you to our patrons for helping to support the show, and a special thank you to Macra, Hooks Media, Ben Freeman, Ethan Carberry-Holt, Bruce Danton, The Broken Kitsumanoid, and Francine Salazar, our AMTV staff members.